Alright? Shalom.
Shalom.
I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of great and stone that rule well. Citation to the hopeful elect that are scattered in the four corners of the earth. And all praises, glory, and honor be due to
YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
Yeah, man. You know, today is a beautiful day. As like always, we come out in the highways and byways and we give greetings, you know, share testimonies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to the elect in the four corners of the earth. You know, and touching on grace was an important thing. Because at this point in time, the Lord has only chosen a third to give grace to. Alright? Christians, so-called Christians believe that grace is for everyone. Right? But grace is only for a special group of people. And that's concerning the Israelites. So-called Negroes, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Alright?
Start with this one. This is Romans chapter 13. We'll read from verse 11. It says, "And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep."
Right? So you say, why is it a high time to wake up out of sleep? Because to be asleep is to be what? Be falsely indoctrinated by Esau's doctrine. Alright? To be truly awake is to having the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is the breath. Alright?
Yeah, that precept for back up the sleep.
Right?
It says,
What's this?
Proverbs 1 and verse 22. It says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." So, to be a fool basically means that you're ignorant, right? And what is the scripture talking about? Being ignorant of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So, to be out of the way of understanding is to remain in the congregation of dead, which is deep sleep, right? Being in this world, not being aware, all right? Not being vigilant, you understand? Not being circumspect. These are the attributes, right? That when lacking, it means that you are asleep. It says, verse 23, "Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you." Right? So, to be made known or to be made aware is to be conscious, right? So therefore, that's the analogy of being awake. So it's time to awake out of sleep. All right? Read down some of the Romans 13.
Then Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. Seek ye Jehovah why he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. So the Most High say, seek ye why he may be found, because why now you can find the Most High, and he's very, very near to what bring destruction, and very near to what close off is door of mercy. And to close off the door of mercy mean that 2/3 who people did not acknowledge the Most High, the door of mercy will close off on them. Going on more, we say, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon." So that will show the Most High is a torment all the thing. Why near the phone? Because why? Now it's high time. Now it's high time to wake out to sleep, and people not seeing that. What, they still deep in sleep? Because why? People say they rather go and sleep and don't sit instead of be awake, be vigilant. Because why? They want to do the things then that require waking up. Because waking up, boy, when you're sleeping, you see darkness, you see it. Mean that you don't really see because your eyes shut. So when you wake, you're seeing every single thing, what you gotta do, what is the truth.
Another thing too, when you're in darkness, you can't see. If there's no light, you can't see where you're walking. You're gonna stumble. Alright?
And in order to see that we have grace, and it's a limited time, you gotta be awake.
That's right.
You gotta be vigilant, because if you asleep, you be thinking, hey, we could go on, and you're gonna be stuck in these so-called religion.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
in these false delusion
That's right.
in this world. Alright?
Yeah, precept before you go on.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 4. It says, but you brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief.
Right, so we got the understanding that what? We have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so we could see in the darkness, right? The truth, the light, the understanding of what's going on. We're being circumspect, looking around, being vigilant, watching at the prophecies. All right, go ahead.
It says, you are all children of light, and the children
Children of light, meaning what? Having the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, go ahead.
and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. It
Go ahead.
says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others,
All right,
but let us watch and be sober.
all right. Now let's not sleep as other, but we watch and be sober. All right. Yes. Yep. Got to go. Go ahead.
It says, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Right.
But let us who are of the day be sober,
Right.
putting on the blessed plate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation.
That's right.
And this what the elect gonna do in the latter days. You know, they're not gonna be in darkness as the rest of the people.
That's right.
Because that's such an grace, you know. That's also the love from Yahweh Calling.
That's right.
Because Esau sentence is already seen.
That's right.
He's just playing out until the ending of his kingdom, then it's sudden judgment. You understand? Likewise, Jake, in all this was going on, we have a time for get ourselves in order. Which the grace. You understand? Finding Yahweh even giving warning, set to pleasing the Most High by the foolishness of preaching. There's a part in the grace too. Because as much as the time is there, it's not that the time is there unannounced. We announcing the times that we're in.
That's right.
We announcing the gift that is out there.
That's right.
Right? Yahweh Shamar Yasharahla, scripture says, hey, my grace is sufficient. You understand? It's enough time. And that's why you say, oh, man, if I only know, man, if I had no time, there's no cloak for your sin.
That's right.
You understand?
Another thing too, we can look at is that every day the Most High grace goes forward towards His elect. All right?
Yes.
Because you might be in a situation, but you might thinking by, hey, this, how I gonna get out of this? But the results of it, you end up giving the Most High grace and giving the Most High praise for the grace that you receive, because it could have been so terrible. All right?
That, back in the Romans 13, reading back 11 through 12, it says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Since the night is far spent, the day is at hand, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, nor in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy, but put on the Lord Yahweh Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh, right, to fulfill the lust thereof.
In other words, what the scripture is telling you is that what you're putting on the armor is basically what you're guarding yourself with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding this truth as a guide in your daily life. You're putting on Yahweh Shai, all right, being a Lord, you know, preaching this gospel, not being rioting, going out there looking for stir up unrighteous decrees and these kind of stuff. Like how some camps talking about the MOTBs and embargo and all these kind of, that's rioting. That's causing confusion, all right?
It said make no provision for the flesh too,
Exactly.
because if I could ask a priest quick, I could jump over to Romans 8. I think is 3. It said, because if you make provision to the flesh, guess what? You can feed the flesh, and it's always a war between the flesh and the spirit. And if you go according to the flesh, guess what you're going to go off. You're going to be carnal.
Yeah.
And when you read in the same Romans 8, when you read it, says carnal mind is enmity against the Most High.
It says, Romans chapter 8 and verse 5. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. Right?
And if you mind the things of the flesh, guess what? You can take the MOTB. Because everything that everything in this world that Esau could give, just like how the devil tell Yahushua, bow down and worship me and give you all this, everything that Esau could give, he can give through the MOTB.
That's right.
So if you be after the flesh, guess what? You can take it. You know?
If I might make a point, a lot of people are making provision in these things because they're saying what? Hey, when the society crash, you know what? We got things, materials, food, and these things will last us a long time. You know, unless they're becoming dependent on their own self-deliverance. Right?
Yeah. And they can be just like the servant in Matthew that said he barns is full. This the you know, hey, I could in me words I could show back now. With the Most High say, hey, this hour thy soul is required. See, the Most High take it and all that he store up left for somebody else.
That's right.
And the same thing happen these times too. These people that store up food and everything, they're storing it up for the elect.
Look at this way, even in the scripture saying, it says, we fools as accounted our day life for naught. Now, they're wasting themselves, they're selling themselves in this life for things that is not, you know, sufficient to set aside the time of grace, but put things in order for them in life, for make this way. Because right now the thing is saying, the people are saying, hey, if you don't got bag, you don't got no, you know, nothing happening for you in this life.
That's right.
Right? But however, the men that day we occupying till the come, but we not making the money or wealth of this world a God.
That's right.
No.
Right? We using it as a defense. But what we basically saying is that people putting aside, putting it off for make it in this kingdom. Putting off the grace of Yahweh for make it in this kingdom.
In Proverbs it say O ye sluggers, be like the ants, right? But guess what? Guess what? We storing up knowledge.
That's right.
So
riches.
at that time, that
5 virgins.
at that time, this is what we gonna need: knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This we're gonna help you to make it out, and it starts with knowing the name of Yahweh and Yahushai.
Yeah, because the grace too, when you check it, it's like in DC comics, right? One of the superhero that is known for prep time or planning time is Batman. I remember when he had all the time for plan, when he go and do what he got to do, he execute it well. Because we have time for study it, prepare for it, and watch for the time, the precision, everything on point. That's what his grace is too. That's why we collecting all what we going through and everything is learning, experience, temperance, everything, and one just fixing up for we. Because when the time comes for we exercises, why is everybody there? The men, the Lord, on phase.
Yeah.
Right? The earth makes some blow up and crack up in front of you and thing, and they say people, who run the whole because that's the people, the sighted people dead. The men learn no way. There's the time to do what we have to do. You know? And even said when these things come to pass, we can obtain spiritual power.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So this is our thing because we're showing the loyalty in the time of grace, not setting it aside.
Yeah. And grace is not for eat like all these Christians has got to eat pork and shrimp and all these kind of things, call it grace. Right?
We could even look up the word too.
Right?
Yeah, they kill us.
Alright.
Yeah, that verse 60. Right? It says, for to be carnal minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace.
Right, because the wages of sin is death. Falling after Esau's lifestyle brings death. Alright? But bring this one up again.
This
What
is
is looking for?
2 Ezra 8 and verse 50. It says, for many great misery shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Right, pride is another thing that destroys. but it's another thing that is not gonna have grace, right? And the scripture tell you, give me Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 8. Sirach 10.
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8, it said, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Go down.
It says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
Right, you understand this is judgment to Esau. Alright, this is how the Mosai is showing you how this man's kingdom is built on pride. We go back to the scripture, say carnal minded is what enmity against the Mosai. Right? And living after this man's lifestyle bring death. But guess what? His kingdom is going to be taken away and given to what? Starting with the elect, the 1/3, and then the rest of Israel coming back to the mountain.
Hey, the reason why I laugh too is because on the word grace itself, they put a lot of misinformation, right? And they said the essence of the meaning, the etymology, right at the bottom. Now, it's 1 through 8, but I'm just read a couple quick to show people off, you know. Right. First one is a noun, and the noun grace. It said charming, pleasing, quality. Second one, they say a short prayer of thanks before or after a meal. Just by Christian definition too. Right? It says in the game of patience or solitaire, a special move that is normal against just rule. It says grace note, ligament movement, allowance. Now this is all bull, but this is actually the truth about grace. Here it says an allowance of time granted a debtor doing which he or she is free at least part of his normal obligation towards the creditor. Now that's why it's that how the scripture says, hey, we've been bought with a price.
That's right.
You understand? So Yahushua had paid the debt. But as much as Yahushua paid the debt, we are debtors to Yahushua. You understand? That's why we had to live in the stead. That's why we really just know it's that how put on Yahushua Mashiach, the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Right. So what we basically debtors to Yahushua. You understand? It's that how the blessing that he had gave us. Said the blessing that was given to us, man. I can get a piece of this one. But anyway, the seventh meaning, they say a free and undeserved favor. Right. It says especially of God, unmerited divine assistance given to humans for their regeneration and sanctuary and sanctification, or for resisting sin. Right? So basically, the time when they're resisting, this is the time we're basically for to get ourselves back in order.
Yeah. Alright? This is adding to what you said earlier, right? Is that we through the
Yeah. 6. It said an allowance of time granted to a debtor during which he or she is free of at least part of a normal obligation towards the creditor.
Right. Right. This is Romans 3 and verse 24. It says, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Yahushua Mashiach. Right? Whom the power had set forth to be a partition through faith in his blood to declare his righteousness for the remission of sin that are passed through the forbearance of the power. Alright, and this Yahweh showing us the mercy and the grace through Yahweh. Alright? It's not by our, when you read the verse up, it said, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yahweh. So it's not by our righteousness we can be saved, but by the mercy of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yeah? This is the grace.
Romans 6, right? It's important that we read from verse 1. It says, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may be abound? Now, basically, because we have grace, should we continue in sin? Now, from the Christians' understanding, they think that, hey, we're not under the law. You understand? But we are under grace. You understand? But what they need to understand, yes, as much as we under the grace, we have to establish the law, right? Because what grace is basically the time given for when we resist, the law or rules from the creditor, because we basically debtors, right? Debtors to who? Yahushai. So basically, Yahushai is the one that was, Yahushai is the one that paid that price for us. We've been bought with a price. So basically, what we have to do, we have to live our life in holy conversation.
That's right.
All right?
Let me get a quick precept. Just add to what you're saying. This is sorry. It's in John 17 and verse 6. It says, verse 5. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given to them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. And when you go down, it tell you in verse 17, it says, sanctify them to thy word is the truth. And that is part of grace too. Having the name and the word and the testimony of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because 2/3 of our nation is still there at this time. They don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Only the elect, the 1/3, the 144,000 men and the 1/3 men and women and children have received of this knowledge. Right? No mercy.
Back in our Romans 6.
Yeah.
The Ephesians chapter 4 verse 22 that ye put off the conversation of the former conversation of the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. So the most I tell you, hey, all these things we need to do is what? Put off these things.
That's right.
Going on more, you see, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which is after Yahweh, his creature in righteousness and turn, and in true holiness. So what? Truth going back to what? Following what? The last statute and commandment. Because why? Because why? The last statute and commandment teach, hey, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not do your brother wrong, thou shalt not do your brother this, thou shalt not defraud your sister, thou shalt not do your mother this and kind of thing like that. So come you getting grace to what? Change up your lifestyle completely.
Romans 6 chapter 2. If we had not known, if we had not known the law through grace. Yeah.
Read 25. It says, wherefore putting away lying, speaking every man truth with his neighbor, for we are member one of another.
Right.
And the truth go back to the true word. You understand? They're going back to the true word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Yeah. And as you read in, you continue in John chapter 17. It tell you what I think it's 11 it said sanctify them.
17, John 17.
Yeah.
It says sanctify them to the word. The word is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the beautiful thing about it is that there's the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It's so engrafted in the brain, these prophecies, that the elect, don't care what is spoken, it can't change from out to them. Right? So something you're going to hear men talking about, oh, this stuff, the MOTD is not done. It's not going to register within your spirit because these words are being written. These prophecies are being written within the mind. You know?
Yeah, I know. But just since you go through, just jump to Isaiah chapter 101. Right? Because the scripture tell you, right, that grace and mercy is to the elect.
That's right.
Right? And there's a time that we're living in where the Most High is going to only show Israel mercy.
That's right.
Right? Matter of fact, somebody get a point in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and 9. Right? Let me just get it going for us and then we're going to go. Right? Because, hey, we out here, we not out here for everybody.
That's right.
Right? We not out here for everybody. Everybody ain't going to hear this gospel. You understand? Like you see we here, week in, week out, ain't nobody's coming here and listen to us.
That's right.
You understand? But the scripture tell you they come in a time where men is going to be seeking the men who was preaching the truth.
That's right.
They're going to realize that IUIC don't have the truth, GOCC, all these are the camps.
Yeah.
You understand? We're calling themselves the elect men or you know, like I don't really want to go on it, but you know, you always have to say IUIC said that once you're not with them, we're going to hell. You understand? And we're going to burn in a lake of fire. Right? We're going to go to hell. Where the hell doctrine coming from?
Yeah.
You understand?
They're pushing.
Where this one wife doctrine coming from? You understand? A lot of you leaders, right? So-called leaders, y'all know the truth, but y'all really so stubborn, like I say. It's grafted in y'all because hey, the most I want to put y'all to death in any case.
That's right.
You understand? What? Give me the precept.
With them
You want to say that?
Yeah, with the hell doctrine, the pushing fear to enlarge in the congregation to make more money.
Yeah. And you know what the hell doctrine actually created from what? Christianity.
Yep.
Right? There's how they push Caesar Borgia on you. So Rapper's Christmas. You understand? Constantine, I think it was the first. He's the one who pushing it to tell you in the book of Maccabees. There's the one who and then Antiochus come and pick up the teaching. And he say, hey, you paint the image, you know, if they can't teach according to their law, this one world order, guess what, you will put them to death. Guess what, we heading back into this time, and you could tell from this teaching of these other camp, these other men, you could tell that who they link up with. You understand? Because what the scripture say in 1 Maccabees, it say what? Among our people are found wicked men.
That's right. That's right.
Right? Go ahead, read the precept for me.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth.
That's right.
And such.
And the truth is this word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
This is not our word. Right? And it's beautiful how y'all went into grace because the elect is under grace.
That's right.
Right? And it's known that we're in a low estate. And it's beautiful how we in a low estate. Give me Proverbs chapter give me convenience for me. I think it's important something on there. Give me the precept. Let me show you what has happened with people that is full, that have enough. Right? Hey, during this week I work it, I say, you know what? Hey, this fucking world hates us. This world hates us. Don't matter what you do, you can't make it in this place. You understand? It's by the grace of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai we just receive our daily bread. everything that is set up against, everything is against us in this kingdom. Every single thing.
Not if you make it, you gotta be wicked.
You got to be wicked. Right? Yeah, go ahead. We continue for me?
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 8. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had care for his elect.
His elect. Right? So the reason it mentions saint there is because it's telling you that the Israelites are the saints.
That's right.
The so-called black, Latino, Native, and Negro. But then it go on to say, and he have care for his elect. So there's an elect in Israel that the Most High dealing with.
That's right. That's right.
You understand? So grace and mercy is to his elect. The Most High ain't going to show 2/3 of our people no mercy. You understand? Because even now we surround these 2/3. These 2/3 don't treat us nice. You understand? They try to trick us in every way. You understand? It right in front of your face. They're telling you green is not green and black is not black. You understand? Everywhere you go, the scripture tells in the book of Jeremiah that every brother seeketh to supplant his brother. They seeketh blood.
That's right, man.
I know something to act. It is be so strange for you to, because you seen the trickery that they come with, no?
Yeah.
You seen it before it happened, and them man in front of your face blatant. Hey.
Yep.
Yeah, boy. So and it's like, sky boy, what is nigga here, boy?
Yeah. And as you said, I read Ecclesiastes 1:17. Yeah, all the Proverbs from you do.
Let me get it. Ecclesiastes, sir?
1:17. Right? So we seeing these things because what the Lord opened our eyes. You understand? The Lord opened our eyes to this truth.
Yeah.
You
Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 17. It says, and I will give my heart to know wisdom, and
Read the last verse, I think it's 18.
it says, for in much wisdom is much grief.
Because what? You seeing the folly that is going on there. You seeing, watch today, other passengers at Elam too. He crying out. He crying out so bad. I say, if you fucking crying out, you know, and I talking to you as normal. Hey, the scripture say, hey, it's not he rightfully named Jacob. So I supplanted him, motherfucker, just say how far he gonna go. He said, right now, these people ain't doing nothing nice in this country. The people watch all the oil, what is this going on, and everybody's suffering still. I said, well, you suffering? He said, right now, everybody's suffering. You understand? And it's so true, and the most I put it in his spirit to actually say, because you just want to hear these things, man. But even though he might say that, hey, we suffering, these Elam and these other nations and 2/3, they still, the world still like them. Because they could go for a job now and get a job. Me, you, when we go for a job, they tell you gotta cut your beard, you're looking too rough, you're overqualified. This is the shit we go through. You understand? So you seeing these things and you increasing in knowledge. Right? That's why the scripture tell you that once you go back to the world, you're worse than a dog. Right? They're like a pig that go back to the south. To the mire. You understand? Go ahead, huh?
Yeah. It says, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increase in knowledge increase sorrow.
Right, and we in sorrow. And it's beautiful how it say we increase in sorrow. So when you increase in sorrow, what is one of the things you're going to do? Give me Ezekiel chapter 9 and 4. No, give me, I want the same Proverbs. Right? Because read the Proverbs for me and then we're going to go to Ezekiel.
Right, this is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 7. It said, 2 things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die.
Yep, go ahead.
Remove far from me vanity and lies, give me neither poverty nor riches, feed me with food convenient for me.
Good. Now, you got to take your time and actually understand what the scripture is saying, because he's saying that, hey, don't give me riches. Because if you get riches in this place, you can forget Yahawah Banyamyan.
That's right, that's right.
If you get riches in this place, you can stop crying out to the Lord.
That's right.
If affliction stop coming to you, you're going to stop crying, you're going to be comfortable.
That's right.
You know what you're going to do? You're going to be watching the bank account and you want the money to go up and up and up.
That's right.
So it is necessary that the Most High afflict you.
That's right.
It's necessary that the Most High leave you hungry some days. You know, because even if you be hungry a day or two, guess what? You ain't gonna die.
That's right.
You understand?
It benefiting you too with all the messed up food that this place got too.
Right. You understand? Because this place, watch. I was in Silakia.